here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel. Don't be afraid. Don't do that man with the scar on his face. It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is We hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. Where did my color go? Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control using a powerful hand. I wanna be ya, I wanna see ya. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shadows. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color, it's black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hide a little color.
on my telescope now. Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? Do one thing right, do I make you do things wrong? If I want that fine line, do I will always take the fall? If I just do left, I can hear from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take you for your money, whatever spring. But I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Making such a fuss, and I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? October, annular eclipse. Oh. Don't let your glasses fall off when there's a solar eclipse. You might hurt yourself. Let's try that again. Are you ready for the next solar eclipse? Are you ready for it? October 14th this year is an annular eclipse, followed by April, another total solar eclipse, and you can get your own branded Astroworld Telescope solar glasses made by American Paper Optics today on the website, astroworldtelescopes.com, or give me a call, 516-273-3771, and we can get you a set of 4 of these for $9.99. Come on down again, astroworldtelescopes.com, and keep imaging as long as you don't have a solar shade on. Keep educating in clear skies, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of the new. Oh, na 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 na. That I have lost my old friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never afford. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghostly embrace can only mean tears. Then I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back for lands of new. Oh, na 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 na. It's gotta mean something. It's gotta. So here I am, out on the streets with my head in my hands. I've got no plans, only to see you again. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I like being kicked on the ground. I'm not that strong, but then I come to my senses. Yeah, I'm coming. You can feel my power, and I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel happened to that man with the scar on his face? It's a charade. It's just the way you've been living. Yeah! I'm coming. You can feel my power. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels it. Yeah. And I And I feel what is real when she feels it. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel what is real when she feels me. And I feel what is real when she feels me. Yeah. And I feel.
Hi everyone, Dan here, and I just wanted to put a little snippet about Astroworld and what we do because I want to start getting the word out because I think it's becoming more and more of a giant community, and I want to get the word out to some other people. So what we do at Astroworld is we hold astrophotography chats on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. and Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we just talk astrophotography. Wednesday's more of a techie kind of advanced intermediate, and Fridays is more of a newbie kind of thing. So if you want to check us out, and if you want to, hang out with some semi-decent people that like to go off the rails a little bit and have fun while they're doing it, come check us out at astroworldweb.com, and you can check out the schedule, and you can sign up for all the free giveaways that we do. We just gave away an Eagle 4 Pro, an Optilong filter kit, Charles Brackenstein's books, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So come to astroworldweb.com, hang out with us, have a good time, and as always, remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right. while ago. Got your head in the sand. You can't be in control, using a powerful hand. I wanna be you, I wanna see you. Don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late. You're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little cutter, it's black and white and blue. Black and white and blue, yeah. All right. Cat learns to ring a bell. Rat gets free from the maze. We can be taught to love. We've got to learn a new way. I wanna see you, I wanna be you. Don't take the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to tell me, don't try to say it's too late. Yeah, you're gonna push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shadows. Push me to the edge, that little color is black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. I wanna be, I wanna see, don't taste the kisses of hate. Don't try to tell me, don't try to sell me, don't try to say it's too late, late. Push me to the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color is black and white and blue. Yeah, black and white and blue. You're going black and white on the edge, back me in a corner, making me stand in your shoes. Push me to the edge, hot little color is black and white and blue. Black and white and blue. What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
Another lost Lone Ranger. Can I break this spell? Then I'm lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The mothers and the guns.
I don't know if anybody could hear me because I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything. Does
You don't hear
anybody hear
anything?
me?
I don't know.
Do you hear me?
Where's
Yeah,
Dave?
I can hear
Let's
you.
get Dave on here.
Right here.
Oh, I said Dave's here. Let's do a virtual 3 out. There we go. There's Dave. And let's see. Yeah, you hear both. I can't hear me. Let me see why not. I can't hear anybody. Check. You guys just talk because I
Yeah,
can't hear
I mean,
anything.
hey everybody.
And I'm
I
gonna
guess
go to a
Dan
2
here
up,
is having
and I'm gonna put
some
myself on mute for a second.
some
This
technical
is something
difficulties here. So, he's trying to figure a few things out. He's got the headset on and the mic and everything, and so Dave, you're exactly right. He looks like he's about to,
He's
announce
called
an
the hockey game. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. So, hey, Gideon, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on with Dan, but I'm sure he'll figure it out soon. Yeah, we can hear Dan, but for some reason he can't hear us.
He can't hear anything. Yeah.
So it's almost like he needs to switch over to maybe the YouTube, stream.
Oh, that would be awkward. The delay would just be so bad.
That would be funny.
But then we could bust on him, and it would take a few seconds before he realized we were doing it.
No, I don't know, Gideon, if you misunderstood me, because you're saying M31 does not fit in the field of view of a red cat. It definitely fits in the field of view of a red cat in a 183. I mean, it's 250 millimeter focal length. What I'm saying, what I was saying is that it's such a wide field instead of, using maybe a 71 or an 80 millimeter refractor where that focal length is a little longer, and it's almost like you can perfectly frame, in a way, the Andromeda Galaxy versus
so like
using a red cat, and you have so much more space.
Yeah. With my 81 and APS-C, it's literally corner to corner perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a red cat, even with a 183, you should definitely be able to fit it all in there. I would guess. I mean, 183 is a small chip, but
maybe it's because it is a small chip.
Yeah, that's the only thing is this chip size.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe it is because it's the chip size of that 183.
Yeah.
Bueller?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Bueller?
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
all right.
Hey!
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have too many audio outputs. I got 14 different things, and I got no mic.
You need to whittle all that down into like one. just decide on one thing.
Yeah, well. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess up everybody. I didn't want to. All right, continue talking. Continue talking.
It looks
That's
like
all. It's all good.
I gotta fix Eric's screen because he looks like tiny. He looks tiny.
I look tiny?
Well, look, you look smaller than anybody else. I don't know why.
Now he looks larger.
Leon's getting larger.
Oh, great. Are you going out again, Dan? Because Dan, are you going out again, Dan? Because I can't hear you now.
You can't hear me now?
No, and nobody else can either.
Oh, I can hear you fine. I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No. Can anybody in the chat hear Dan?
I hear him.
So it's great. So now you got two-way communication between.
See, Larry said he could hear me. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me put on the YouTube here.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah. I'm on YouTube. They hear me. Shut up, Eric. Nobody can hear you though.
Boom! It's Friday.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Let's do that.
Oh.
Yes. I think we got Eric back. Where's Dave? Guess one. Dave, say something.
Right here. Let's go Caps. You see my Caps beat up on the Penguins last night?
Oh man.
Sound is good? All right, good. Everyone's saying sound is good now. All right. So I'm gonna mute this.
Yeah, we can hear you, Dan. It's fine. Your stuff is working.
They're saying the sound is crackly.
That's your mic.
That's your mic. Yeah, that's on you.
All right, I think we're good now.
Eric sounds fine. You're a little crackly. You got
That's because I got this crappy mic now. I'm not using my good mic.
It's like you've got a bowl of Rice Krispies right next to you.
My shoe. Oh Lord, Jesus Christ, help me, Lord, help me! Oh my God! My shoe.
Help me, Jesus, help me, good Lord, have mercy, my bunion.
Mommy, and Bunny fell down the steps again.
Google.
Anyway. Anyway, what were you guys talking about? I apologize. I think I'm good to go here for now.
How the 183 with the red cat might be too small a sensor to get all of M31.
But Gideon says it can.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I lost that. What was that about M31?
The 183 and a red cat, whether it'll fit.
Yeah.
183. It should, if I remember right.
It does.
Yeah, I would think
too. Gideon was saying it does.
It should. Because I remember doing that with my red cat, my 183, and I'm pretty sure that it fits.
Was it a tight fit, or did you have some still?
No, it was a tight. It was a tight fit. So it went from corner to corner, and you probably could have used a little bit more space in between to kind of get like the
snugly. It's very, very snug.
It's snug. It's snugly.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean,
it's cozy.
It's snug with an 80 millimeter and APS-C. So
yeah. So what do we got in the chat here? We got Astro Scan. I love to put folk reducers on my scopes. I hate that crap. Anyway, but yeah. So yeah, it fits. It fits, and I know there was some stuff that you wanted to talk about, Eric, because we were talking about it offline regarding some really kind of unconventional, I guess, setups.
Yeah. Trying to think a little bit out of the box to see if certain things will work. You know, if things might work, may not work. Because I could have sworn I saw on Astroban.
And you couldn't find that picture, could you?
I couldn't find it.
I was looking for it. I did a lot of research on this too because
I'm a little in the head, you know, which is fine. It's just fine. It's all good. You know, because I got 5 kids to feed. They drive me nuts. I can't keep my head straight.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know,
a little bit. They drive me crazy. You know,
you're gonna take that kind of shit, Spider. Oh, sorry.
Everyone's got to have a little bit of madness to them.
Yeah.
But just enough, but not enough. You become stupid.
Yep. I got 5 kids to feed. That's right. Bennett. Bennett is the name.
Ben is the name. It's funny. I think I'm getting.
Yes.
I think
And
I'm
I'm
getting.
going on, and I'm here on vacation for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Nice. I love that.
Weeks.
2 weeks. What? But I gotta watch that again. Total Recall. I gotta watch that again. That was great.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
just not the new one. All right, I heard the new.
The
I
new
knew,
one's so bad.
it was so
Oh
bad.
yeah, the
It was
Colin
so
Farrell
bad.
one. No. But real quick, also because we're completely off the rails right now. Happy Women's and International Women's Day.
Yep.
Yeah. Happy International Women's Day to all of those lovely ladies out there. You know, you guys are 50% of the population, so we could not do it without you, but we could. I'm not going there. I'm not touching that one.
Oh my!
Easy.
No. Whoa, we just went dark.
Oh yeah, you just blacked out.
Oh my goodness! Did YouTube just shut us down?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, there we go.
No, that was me. That was me.
Oh.
And we were doing so well.
No, it didn't go dark. It only went dark on your side. It didn't go dark on YouTube. I was just trying to figure something.
Okay. But yeah, happy, and it just made me think of, and I even put a little GIF or meme out, on my Facebook post of, Deadpool and Vanessa.
Okay. Oh, I saw that. That was funny.
The first Deadpool.
Yeah.
That was so fun. It was like, Happy Valentine's Day, and it was like, Happy Chinese New Year, happy Chinese New Year, it's Year of the Dog.
So funny.
It was like, relax. It's International Women's Day. Nope.
The most.
All right. Let's move it on a little bit.
Let's move it on. Anyway. So I just had this weird thought that came into my head as far as Schmidt Cassegrains, and I'm talking about the standard Schmidts, not the Edge, because an Edge is designed to have a flat feel. With the way they design the mirrors and they shape the mirrors, it's pretty much designed to have a flat feel. Mead, they are more coma corrective. I think it's advanced coma free, so they don't have a flat feel.
They have the ACF.
Yeah, the ACF.
Yep.
Correct.
Oh, stop it, Gideon. But I'm interested in getting a 9 1/4, but a 9 1/4 is like $4,000.
Three, like,
or is it
$29.90, $29.95 or something.
$29.99. Thank you, $29.99. But still, it's $3,000. It's and you've got the XLT, which can produce some pretty decent images. However, they're not flat.
Huh?
They're not considered flat. So one of the thoughts was, okay, the 0.63 reducer is strictly, from what I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I have been hearing one or the other.
Yeah, I did some research on that.
Reducer, or and then I hear some say it's a reducer flattener.
It's a reducer. Well, let's just say it's a reducer corrector.
Corrector, like a coma corrector that they use on like a reflector.
Yeah, so you got to remember that I guess they kind of do the same thing. It's just you're dealing with two different types of optics. With the flattener, you're dealing with glass, and I may screw this up for you guys that are opticians out there. One of them is convex, and one of them is concave, and I forget which is which.
Correct.
But and it's parabolic. It's a parabolic mirror in a Schmidt, so it's bent in, whereas the refractor is bent out. So it's kind of doing the same thing in reverse, I guess, but you also got to remember that you're dealing with mirrors and lenses, which react a little bit differently. But in the grand scheme of things, to your point, Eric, they're all correcting some sort of spherical aberration
Yes.
based on which way the mirror is curved.
Yeah. You know what? Gideon's cracking me up because it's almost like to the point Star Divination Center or Chicago Astrology Center. I'm just going to set up a 900 line, for astrology or whatever it is, like what's your sign type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who is it? Madam.
Thank you, Gideon, for the heads up. Yeah, I always mess that up, concave and convex, So,
but what is probably more important? Is it the flat field, or is it the medium? What's your sign?
The Belvedere medium.
I'm gonna get up some tarot cards and all this other stuff.
The Belvedere medium.
Yeah, no kidding. Father Eric. Yeah, call my 1-900 number, and just give me $29.95 per
so
call.
we're gonna do a thing like remember the Good Omen show with the guy from the Doctor Who. He played Doctor Who, and the other guy, one was a devil, one was like a saint.
Yeah, the angel. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're the father, then I guess I'm the devil, and like, and Dave is kind of like guarding the pearly gates, kind of, so with a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, or vodka.
Even better. You can't tell if it's water or not, right? So
that's
anyway.
right.
It's holy water, man.
It's right. It's holy water.
Because we cover every constellation, or we're trying to cover every constellation.
Yep.
And so, on Fridays, maybe I'll become Father Eric. I'll have my own 900 number, all this stuff. I'll get some tarot cards out. I'll do some palm reading, maybe, some tea leaves or something. Or you know what?
All right, we're gonna have to put a big. We're gonna have to
I just go old school.
Instead of rolling I'm sorry, Eric. Instead of rolling the credits for the guests, I think we're gonna have to roll a Astroworld disclaimer saying that Eric's opinions are not the outlook of Astroworld TV.
Yeah, right.
Whatever Eric is saying, Dan ain't with it.
Nope. Don't know what it is. Don't sue me. Sue him.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, what is the key thing when it comes to that Schmidt-Cassegrain ring? Is it, especially if you are using the XLT, is it going to be that coma correction is the most important thing? Or do you really want to focus on having a more flat field, or what?
Well, here's the
I
thing.
would guess the size of your chip is going to make a difference.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're using it for planetary, it's not going to hurt you at all.
It's not going to hurt anything at all. No, I'm talking strictly deep sky, not planetary or lunar. I'm talking if you're using a 2600.
If you're using that for deep sky, then you're gonna probably want that flattener. You want that flat field.
You want that flat.
But here's the thing, though. There are I think there's two. I did some research. I think there's two non-reducing Schmidt correctors out there that actually work well. I think one's by Optech.
Okay.
And there was one other one. I forget who the other one was. Maybe it was Starzona. I could be wrong. But in all fairness, there's not a lot of.
Gideon's cracking me up, man. In the chat, Gideon is just.
We're gonna put Gideon in timeout.
Gideon is on fire. Gideon is on
Gideon's been drinking tonight.
Oh my goodness!
But the not many makers of correctors out there make them non-reducing. They're usually a reducer flattener, a reducer correctors out there. So you got the 0.8s, you got the 0.7s, you got the 0.63s. I believe that there's the night owl that goes a little bit deeper.
The night owl is a 0.4 though.
Yeah, it goes a little deeper. But again, to your point, the deeper you go at the same size chip, the more vignetted you're going to have.
That's the big thing, and that's the big thing because if I'm not mistaken, the Edge 9 1/4 gives you even with the reducer, you get a 42 millimeter image circle. Unlike the Edge 8, where if you're at f10, you get a 42 millimeter image circle. But the moment you put that 0.7 reducer on, it's almost
it shrinks it down.
Yeah,
it shrinks it down
way down.
I want to say 24, 23, 24 millimeter. So you're going to have some serious vignetting if you're using an IMX 571 sensor. So I guess my whole goal, and I'm trying to figure out, is can I have my cake and eat it too? If I simply get a 9 1/4 XLT, not an Edge, because a XLT is around 1900 versus the Edge, which is around $3,000. So you're saving $1,000 or $1,100.
$1,000. So, and then you're going to get the reducer.
Yeah, and
that's
then
going to be a couple $100.
Exactly. No reducer. There's even more. Isn't a reducer like $700?
Yeah, some of them for the
11.
0.7.
The 11 is.
Yeah, I was going to say the regular one for the 920. Well, I don't know. The 925 might be up there. But then, at that point, that's why I think a lot of people use the 533 with those scopes too.
Yeah, I thought so. So the Edge reducer is only 430
for the 9 1/4.
For the 9 1/4. Yeah.
Okay. Gideon asked a question here, talking about reducers, guys. Here's a question. Since the Red Cat does not use reducers, I am unfamiliar with the concept of an adjustable reducer flattener. What is the adjustable for this? If I could use this as an example,
you have one. You just happen to have one right there.
I happen to have one. That's happen to
He's got all. He's stocked and ready to go.
This is strictly a flattener, but they do have the reducer flatteners, which are a 0.8 reducer flattener.
I have that, yeah.
And
6.3A.
The 6.3A, which is slightly smaller. There is, if you notice here, I'm trying to just bring it up.
Yeah,
there is the ring here, and you can unscrew that ring, loosen that ring if I can here.
It's like a lock ring, and then you can adjust it out to adjust.
You can adjust it based on the telescope that you have, and it's that telescope's apertures and stuff like that. So,
because not every flattener, they tell you 55 millimeters back focus from the flattener, but that's not always the case. So some scopes require an extra 5, 7, 11 millimeters, and you get that by having an adjustable flattener.
See here, like this, it does have, a measurement real here. So, and it goes all the way, and it's in millimeters, and William Optics is really good with their, when it comes to their telescopes, of course, to tell you what is the expected distance you need to adjust
for each scope, correct?
For each particular scope, that because
added to that 55, right?
Exactly, and not every scope, William Optics scope. This is not a one size fits all, of course. there are certain scopes that this does that it may not work with, things like that. It's not just because of the size. I'm not sure. It's just
I use the 6.3A on my Mead Series 6000. They work fine. Work great. Work great actually, but they're very similar scopes. I mean, they're very close to
by the
almost.
same
what
token,
you're
though,
you're basically
sitting there,
adjusting is the focus. Because when you so you can achieve the proper focus, and when you have that the 55 millimeter back focus, you're adjusting the ring here so you can achieve the proper focus while you still have the 55 millimeter back focus behind it for your image train to avoid the elongated stars.
Correct.
When you're imaging. So I hope that helps.
Yeah, but
I can tell you though,
just make sure that you actually go in and figure, because you know what, 50, like you were saying, 55 millimeters is not necessarily 55 millimeters. It could be 60,
it's a baseline.
It could
be
a baseline.
It could be a lot. So you want to make sure that you not only go to your manufacturer's website and find out exactly what their spacing is, and then just to kind of keep them honest, do something like a Nina autofocus routine, where you could sit there and say, okay, how move it closer. It'll tell you move it closer.
If you're using Hocus Focus.
If you're using Hocus Focus, yeah, that's
correct. Yeah,
and that's something that we could talk about when George is on in a couple days on Wednesday.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
One of the things the nice thing when I got the 127 from Dan was he just sold it with a 1x flattener, so there's no reducer. But that flattener is awesome because it's adjustable. Yep. But unlike the William Optics ones, it's telescoping. Where I just turn the ring and it does not rotate anything. It just pushes it out and back in. Where the Williams Optics one, you have to rotate the camera and everything, and then lock the ring.
Lock the ring.
Yeah.
And then, and then you lock the ring and it moves everything anyway. So
that TS Optics flattener is outstanding.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of work with TS Optics as far as I have another one in there too. I have an M63 one in there that I use, and that seems to have been the best ones that I've been working with, or as far as accuracy is concerned.
Yeah.
On the spacing, and once you got it down, I don't care. It's
oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, because you do have with these adjustable, at least with the William Optics adjustable, even though they do give you a very good rough estimate, it may not always be perfect. And you will encounter, I've got to, loosen this. And then now you're loosening your image train, and now you've got to back it off a little bit. And then, because I had to do this with my FLT91, and then go, all right, I take a picture, I'll take like a 30-second or what have you image, and I have to check my corners to see how I am with my back focus. And it can be a little frustrating. Now, I have not personally had the opportunity yet to use Hocus Focus in that way to give me an idea of tilt as well as back focus. At some point, I'm probably going to need to try to do something like that.
It helps. It does help.
Okay, that's going to ask you how well does
back
it help?
focus. The back focus, it helps a ton.
Yep.
Don't you try and get into the tilt part? It's going to drive you bananas.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Green, red, small line, big line.
I'd mess with that one night. I was just like, I ain't got time for this.
I am going back to CCD inspector for this because I'm not doing that anymore.
It'll drive you bananas. And,
Yep.
you know, I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Let me get the backspacing right, and then I'll be good to go.
Now, the one thing, if we're talking a little bit about William Optics, I believe Dark Rangers said he did a video just recently on the Pleiades 111 that has the internal focus.
I lost you for a second.
One of the new ones,
the WIFD.
Yeah, the WIFD.
It's more like a Petsful, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Except
so
the whole thing moves in and out.
reducer, flattener, or anything like that. And I believe it's priced at $4,000.
Sounds about
for
right.
a f5.9. It is a Petsful, but in the focal length, even at that 111, I want to say it was somewhere around 580 or 590. I have to check my math here real quick, but the question is I was very intrigued, especially with the internal focus, you know, with the WIFD.
Yep.
But I cannot. Thank you, 520. Thank you, Gideon. But I cannot see spending that kind of money, honestly. And I love William Optics stuff. I mean, they make some great stuff. But this is one where it's, I don't know. It's like a hit or miss. You know, they have some really nice additions that I did that were showcased, such as the tilt plate, but that's, you know, here nor there. The internal focusing, but I also see that's kind of heavy too. So I'm kind of curious on if the majority, if William Optics is going to move further down the WIFD path for their.
I'm sure they will, but I mean, it's you know, it's just a matter of time. We'll find out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure. But shouldn't we do a William Optics show soon?
Here you go.
William.
So just so you know, and I'll show you this. This is an old picture of mine, so you're gonna have to excuse the picture because it's pretty darn bad. But we were talking about vignetting right now.
Yes.
And I just found a really good kind of picture that kind of shows what you're gonna, not to mention the tilt on the picture, and you'll see it. But this was from an 8-inch with a 3.3 reducer. They don't make these anymore. But the 3.3 focal reducer from Meade. And
yes.
And just to give you an idea of how it starts to shrink that circle, keep in mind this is on an APS-C chip. This is on a Rebel, you know, a Canon Rebel. So here we go. So that's what it kind of looked like. So
now, I think I still have my Optec telecompressor. I believe that's a point. I think that was a 0.62. The Lepus.
Yeah, that's a 6.2. But I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but you can see.
Oh yeah.
You know,
oh yeah.
You know, that's what you're kind of gonna deal with when you start crunching that image circle down, where you're looking.
Yeah, and that's what you want to avoid.
What's that? Yeah, that's exactly what you want to avoid. So have either a big enough chip, but do that due diligence and finding out what kind of image circle you're going to be getting at the end, and will that work with the chip that you have?
Yes.
But that's a pretty bad picture. But
now, the Edge does have, with a reducer or at f10, it does still maintain its 42 millimeter imaging circle. So you still have roughly a full frame imaging circle, maybe with a little vignetting. But the 8, I really do love the 8. It's nice and lightweight, but the Goldilocks, you never know.
Well, I'm willing to go 9 1/4 f10 and just have a day.
And that's where I'm actually thinking, to be honest, is after I'm done with this project that I'm working on, is to just like how Ron Brecker, how he has gone with his 14, that he's strictly F11, and with
I know, right?
Yeah, and the images he has produced are outstanding, and they do not take a lot of time. Where you would think at F11, you would think slow, but with these camera sensors that are out now, it's kind of blowing that thought process of, oh, this is an F10 or F11. I'm going to have to image for so long, for like days or what have you or whatever. Right. It seems that he's blowing that thought,
Well, that was a test that actually they asked him to do. They lent him that scope and said, listen, we're going to lend this to you, but we want you to shoot native. And that's what he's been doing. Yeah, that's what he's been getting some great results from it.
He's getting some great results with it.
With very similar time that we wouldn't consider out of the realm of what we do anyway.
Exactly.
Well, it just shows you how good these newer cameras and the optics are getting. So
yeah,
I can see, you say F10, but if it's a bright enough target, at native F10, I'm sure
I'm sure
they handle it without any problem. And when you're that zoomed in, light pollution is light pollution, but when you're zooming in that close, you're zooming in past the realm of that light pollution that's going to really affect it.
Exactly.
So Gideon, is it an FLT91 equivalent? If you're talking about the Pleiades 111, yeah, I have with the native, without the reducer, I'm at around 540. And I have the flattener, and I'll just put this back on. I'll just put the flattener back on, and I'm at 540 at 5. I want to say 5.9, 5.7, at 5.7, at 5.9, something like that.
Which scope is that? The 91.
Yeah, 91, the FLT 91. It's at 540 focal length, and then when it's with the reducer, I'm like at 420.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. From Dan's website, he was asking, talking about the Starfield Optics Gear 90 from Dan's website.
Yeah, what about it?
FLT 91 equivalent. Okay, misunderstood the.
I'm sorry. What was that? I couldn't.
Gideon was asking the Starfield Optics 90.
Oh yeah, the Gear 90, sure.
Yeah, is it an FLT 91 equivalent? Is it?
I'd have to do some research and make sure it's fluoride treated. I'm not 100% sure on it, because that's what makes the FLT an FLT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see. So if I go to Starfield Gear 90, right?
Yeah.
And it's not fluoride. So let's see. 540 millimeter focal length, f6. Weighs about 9 pounds. Has a focuser, a regular focuser on it with an M63 thread. Got a camera angle adjuster too, so you can do a rotation on it, manual rotation on it. What's the FLT 91 focal length? 540?
540.
Yeah, so it's
540.
Pretty much close to the same thing with the exception of the fluoride. But this is the FLT 91, is that a doublet or a triplet?
It's a triplet.
It is a triplet, yeah. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the exception of not being. It uses ED glass, but let me tell you, Sean's been using a bunch of the Gear series scopes up in Canada, and he's been
Okay.
getting some great. That's why I decided to talk to Steve. Not to mention the fact he's been on the show, but he sells great equipment, and he's an astrophotographer. So it's made by astrophotographers. So I mean, that's another reason why I think it's a great product. It really is.
Yeah, that Pleiades 111. It's an f4.8. Actually, I
Yep.
thought it was a f5.9. It's actually a 4.8. So it is faster, and it's a septuplet. So it doesn't need the flattener.
Yep.
But question is will they ever utilize a reducer with it? Because that's a lot of glass though that you've already got. And that's probably one of the reasons why they probably declined on pairing a reducer with it, because you've got have even more glass. So who knows?
Yeah, but Gideon, I don't know if I'll be able to ship it to you. It probably costs just as much as it probably just costs as much as a scope to ship it to you. But if you could get it in the area, who knows? But it's a great.
Because he's even saying with import dues, taxes, and shipping, it's still cheaper.
Really? Okay.
So never know.
Well, hey, I don't mind shipping it to you. So let me know.
One other thing I wanted, because we were talking about this again, Dan. Another thing we were talking about offline is, as we're approaching the eclipse, I have my eye on trying to decide on what's the best equipment, what best addition to what I currently have.
Yeah.
In order for me to image the eclipse, and I'm plan on using my FLT91. However, I started reading a little bit more on these Herschel wedges. And these Herschel wedges, for those who aren't familiar with them, they're a white light filter, diagonal filter.
Yep.
With a neutral density. A lot of them have neutral density filters.
Yep.
Within them. And you use these for solar imaging, for basically white filter, white light solar imaging, which is what you really want to do with the, you're primarily going to do with the eclipse is use a solar film or white light, filter. Yeah, like these. So
these I just got in. These actually are they're not permanent things. So they wrap around the telescope.
Okay. That's good to know, Matt. Thanks. I'll hit you up. But the question is, with this, and I also want to start getting into a bit more, into solar imaging. I want to practice, and I think that the wedge is, from what I've been reading, is going to give you much better results than just using the traditional film over your objective.
Yep.
So,
I mean, I know very little people that use them, but from the people that I know that have used them has said nothing bad about them. So I mean, I again, I don't know anybody that actually. I think I know one person that has one, and I've been doing this stuff for like a long time.
Solar always scares me.
What happened?
Solar makes you nervous. Yeah, understandable. It makes you nervous because if you do something incorrectly, there goes
you cook your sensor. Yeah.
Sensor, everything.
Exactly.
You did. Yeah, I did it with. I did it the last solar eclipse. There was no problem, just as long as you do the right thing.
Yeah, the biggest thing is before you get ready, to make sure you don't have your guide scope on there, or at least you covered it. You covered its objective. Better yet, just take the darn thing off. Keep the cap on your primary objective before you even think about starting the image, and get a solar finder to make sure that you are in rough alignment with the sun,
Yep.
Before you take that lens cap off.
Yep. Exactly.
So I see these things out there. They're like, they call them solar wedges. It's like it looks like a diagonal.
Yes,
but it projects the image of the sun on the back of it, so you can get your alignment right.
Yep.
And then it projects up into your camera, I guess.
Yep.
Yes. Camera or IP,
what have you. And that's filtered and protected and everything.
Totally
going into the camera.
Totally. So you don't need the film filter in front of your objective. And they're best to probably be used with refractors, maybe 100 millimeters or less.
Yeah, these are cool. I'm looking at them now. You know, Batter makes a good one, and Leah makes one. Starfield,
I saw
Altair.
Agena is selling those Batter ones. They're running a special.
As a matter of fact, they're sold out. I was looking at them.
I would imagine they are already.
They're sold out at over $500 because they're on sale too.
Yeah, they're on sale.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're normally $670. These things. And they got it for just over $5 now. But there are other ones out there for like $4 and $350.
I think Altair makes one too.
Altair just came out with one. Yeah.
But they're never available. They're already sold out.
Oh no, they're available. They're available.
Are they?
Starfield Optics. Starfield Optics has one. That they've come out with one. Starfield, and it looks very similar to the Altair.
Yep.
Sean was just saying he left his guide scope cap off by accident when he was catching the International Space Station crossing the sun, and he burned his auto guide camera sensor.
Baby, what's that smell? smells like burning glass.
Ooh, yeah, definitely check that guide cam. He was
that's not good.
Sure, that's not good, but Richard Wright he has a good write-up using his wedge in a white light filter on his site. Okay.
So I guess it's so much for Constellation night today. It's already 9:00. It looks like.
Hey, we can do it next week. It's okay.
Yeah, we could do it next week. It's fine. But because we do have Guido tomorrow as well.
Yes, we do. We do.
Oh, that's right.
You know, are you going to come and hang out tomorrow, Dave, or are you going to be golfing?
No, I can actually come back. It's going to be pouring rain here tomorrow, so yeah. Definitely.
So if you're going to hang out, we could do a 4-way. You want?
I'd love to do that. I love Guido. He's funny.
Gideon, yeah, I think Dan, you do. I think you do. You're a Daystar dealer.
See, Daystar.
Yes, Daystar.
There you go.
There it is.
That's some of them. I just got some white light filters from Daystar as well. I got an 8-inch and a couple of these other little guys too. I just got, more solar stuff. They're Mylar. They're not glass, but that kind of stuff. So they're white light filters.
Okay.
Yes, I am a
Daystar. The works are awesome. If you want to spend the money on an HA filter.
$12.95.
Wow, is that what they go for?
Yep, they went up $300 from a couple of years ago. It was $9.95. Now it's $12.95. But they also came out with a new version of the Quark 2. I forget what the name of it exactly. There's like a V2 of it. It kind of does like it splits the band passes a little bit, so you get a little bit of chromo and a little bit of photo, and so it's kind of cool. It's like the combo Quark. That's what it's called.
Those things are.
Yeah, Gideon. I'm actually writing up a list of questions for Guido, so I will add that to the list.
Oh, great! Someone's going to be prepared tomorrow. Come on.
We could do some critiquing. Is there stuff in the critique folder?
Well, we got to do picture of the week too, I think, right?
Yep, we do have to do picture of the week. Yep, it is that time. Everything, the poll should be closed, so we can go ahead and get that taken care of right now.
I actually did do a critique. Put one in there for my M81. What do you call it? Region. The whole thing.
Nice. Asking about the terrible weather we've had in the Netherlands and what are our plans to do better this year.
Yeah, well, it's been
bad all over.
correct.
It's it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even up here. It's like Dylan down in Australia. He's been beating his head against the wall. I mean, he hasn't had good weather forever. But it is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ideally, hopefully, on the day of the eclipse, wherever you may be, you get clear skies.
Yeah, I still don't know where I'm gonna be. I got some. I got more. People saying, "Oh yeah, you're gonna come this way, come here." So I could be in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Jersey, New York, and somewhere down south. So I don't know where I'm gonna be yet. I haven't made any plans. I'm such a loser. Last year I had plans like a year before the whole thing. This year it's a month away, and I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, so here we have the image of the week. So to recap, we have Snow Moon February by Kevin.
The werewolf.
I see 4685 by Mark Ellis. And the elephant, Trunk Nebula, IC 1396 by Josh. And we had 30 votes. So hop on over here.
Little weak this week. Little weak.
Yep. And yeah, don't forget, the poll has opened as of this morning
like we got
for
one
image
vote
of the month.
already. Who is that?
Yeah,
Eric?
for image. And
right.
so for March 8th, here we are. Josh, by one vote.
Well done, Josh.
There you go.
Oh, where to
All
go?
right, Josh. By one vote. Congratulations.
Very
Well
cool.
done.
So there is our image of the week for this week. I will make sure I add this. I put this
Congrats,
up.
Josh. All right.
Yep. So I'll update the website.
I guess that's with his red cat, right?
Probably, yeah. And the 183.
Probably so. I would.
And the 183, yeah. That's what I would guess. That's
yeah. I would
seems to be his
suspect so.
go-to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's an interesting color palette that he used with the little pink.
It is.
And, it's different.
He really pushes out those dark clouds too, man.
He does. He does a good job with
that. Yeah, it's amazing how he gets those to really rock out.
Right.
Hey, listen. You know what? I just have too much. You know what? I want to get the newer red cat. I want to get the probably the 71. Actually, I don't even want that. I want to go back to my smaller scopes. Maybe like an FRA 300, maybe. Thinking about that.
Did you see the one Quiv? He did a review on a new one coming out. Who's the company?
Ascar?
But it's like it's like a 62 millimeter wide view. They sent him the prototype and he reviewed it, and he says it looks really good, except he thinks the one he got had pitched optics. So he's like, but it's a prototype, so maybe and he's like going, hey, if they get the production right, they don't pitch.
Was that the thing that he had the smallest scope? Is that what it was? The
no,
smallest...
it's like it's green and black.
There, Gideon put it up. Founder Optics.
Founder Optics. That's right.
Founder Optics.
But as far as like he said, the quality of the build and everything looks really good. But I think they are probably rushed out the prototype, and he thinks they rushed it out and pitched the optics.
And it's F33.
Yeah, F3.9 with the reducer is what they say.
3.9.
Fast.
3.9.
3.9, and Quib did the math. He's like, well, it's really F4, but if you want to, split hairs, it's 3.98.
At 3.98.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they rounded down.
There you go.
So, but it looked like a pretty cool little scope.
Yeah, so nice job,
You
Josh.
know what it looked like? It was very similar to what the Apertura.
Yep.
60 EDR, except it's a quintuplet, is what he said. So it's 5
Okay.
pieces of glass.
Yeah.
So that kind of was interesting.
So no
And it was
flattener. It's very similar to the FRA line from ASCAR.
It comes with a reducer if you want to use the reducer or not. It comes with a different back fitting. It comes natively with a 48 millimeter thread, but they also give you the 54 millimeter that you can put on the back, so you can put a full frame camera on there. It came with a lot of stuff, and it was like for $1,100. It was like, not bad.
Astro Soundscape, yeah, a lot of the scopes do come out of China, out of the same place, and are rebranded.
True.
So, but it is what it is. I mean, basically they just sit there like you get the what do you call it? You get like the ASCAR this or the Savaboni that,
Right.
whatever it is, that everything's going to be kind of rebranded everywhere, so it's just if you look at, what was it, the Radian and there was something else that was really close to it. I forget what it was. There was like two scopes that were like exact, and basically they came out of China somewhere. There's probably the same factory with just one was white, one was black. I mean, you take a look at just even mounts as well. You take a look at the HEQ5, right? Take a look at the HEQ5 and the Orion the Orion Atlas, right? It's the same exact thing, except they changed the base plate with the name, and the one's white, one's black. And it's the same exact thing. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, a lot of the things are definitely remodeled. But you know what? And you never know. Somebody does some tweaks. They could do like a QHY tweak, where they kind of change some of the firmware. You know what I mean, or something like that.
That's like Altair does too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Altair does the same thing, and and in all fairness, most of the times where people tweak them when they come out, it's usually for benefits for us that we always wanted and kind of don't have when they're mass produced and just thrown out there. So
yeah.
Oh, Astro, stop! We're not gonna go there. What is it? Come on, leave it alone. Leave it alone. But we don't badmouth people that have now gone defunct.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they have.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Astro. It's all good. It's just good. I think if you know the hobby, you all know what happened, and you know the deal. And
yeah,
we go.
Man, I really wanted to hop in on that auction if I had one.
I did.
I know you did.
I got like all the Prima Luce stuff. I got all the Optech stuff. So
Yep.
I think I spent I think it was $6,000 in the two no, it was $3,000 in the two. It was $1,500 each. It was $3,000 in the two, and if I already made my money back on them, so
nice.
Okay.
Probably from me.
What? No. I mean, you didn't buy any Optech stuff.
No, I brought Prima Luce.
Yes, you have. None of the stuff I had in stock, but I mean, you had to get it from Don.
Oh, good.
So,
okay.
so if you want a 4-inch Asado or a 3-inch Arco, I got those still sitting here. So,
okay.
But no. In all fairness, OPT was the leader for a long, long time, and it was probably one of the few dealers that I dealt with growing up in the the lifestyle / hobby, and I would constantly go to them because their people were great over there. Unfortunately, when the original owner had some health issues and sold off the company, the business model changed and it didn't do you know it wasn't the same. Let's just put
It
it that
wasn't.
way.
Yeah,
It wasn't the
yeah.
same.
It wasn't sustainable. So.
Yep. The scope is upside down. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I agree. I remember when the Triad came out.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
It was like $1,000.
Yep, it was. And I'll be honest, I was one of them. I got the 1 1/4.
What was it, like $700, $800?
Yeah, it was like about $800. If I'm not, no, actually, yeah, it was around $800.
Yeah, because I think the 2-inch
One
was
of
like
the-
10 or 1100, something like that.
Yeah, and hindsight 2020 was probably one of the worst decisions I made because soon after I was new into the hobby. I should have known eventually if I would have waited a little bit longer, competition was going to grow and innovation was going to grow, and there was those filters.
And everyone was going to get them.
Yeah, everyone was going to get boom.
Oh, the Icarus filter. Yeah, that was a good one.
Icarus filter.
Oh, that was the one you could shoot during the middle of the day. Oh my god,
that was great.
That video. I was like, "On these
that
guys
was great.
out of their fucking mind."
Yeah, that was a great
that
filter.
was funny.
That's funny.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so image of the week is now been updated. So
All right, cool, awesome.
That way, everybody can do what they got to do the first thing tomorrow. So
Rock and roll.
So, an image of the month we're voting for starting today, or
Yep.
Yes, it opened this morning. Yep. Until next Friday. Third.
I gotta go vote. I gotta go vote.
Man.
I gotta go vote.
Discord's blowing up.
Yeah, I know. It keeps on beeping in my ears.
I know, man. It's like, holy cow.
I think it's Kevin.
Oh, is it?
Kevin Rasso. Yeah, he's like beep, 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 beep.
And Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan's in there too. Yeah, bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh, you already did it, man. You're quick, man. You're quick.
Every once in a while, I can knock this stuff out.
Every so often, he does the job.
Yep. Every so often, I'm on the ball, taking care of stuff. So, 2 p.m. Eastern is Guido. So 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Eastern. Yep.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, go vote for Picture of the Month because there's only 3 votes in there now. So I mean, go vote.
Exactly. Okay. I used the SCT 503 102 millimeter doublet for solar. Actually, pretty good scope for the money. Yeah, it's for something like that. That's an apochromatic, right? Not an apochromatic, but that's an acro. Yep. So those are usually pretty good for solar.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a triplet for solar. I mean,
no, you don't. I'm just using it because it's what I got.
Yeah, I got to figure out. I'm wondering if I'm going to use the Solar Quest.
Oh, the Solar Quest. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know if it's going to be able to hold the FRA 400. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's right at the 11 pound. I'm like 10.8. With everything. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, but it is solar though. So I'm going to be taking really quick photos. So I mean, I'm not taking I'm not taking long exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Then it's no, that's Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 1 p.m.
Yep.
our time.
Yep. No, yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern. So
2 p.m. Eastern.
yeah, we could do that more often, Gideon. We could absolutely do that. More gear talk.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I enjoy this. And
yeah, I love talking.
With us getting and with us
gear
getting
that I can't afford.
I know.
That's okay.
But that's one of the reasons why I was actually looking at the wedge, because the wedge is compared to me jumping right in and getting a quirk, not for the Eclipse, of course, but just jumping right into solar and getting a quirk, it's $1,000 less, or maybe even or so.
Yep.
So just to get my feet wet and get this started, why not? It just makes sense.
Yeah, but if you're gonna get one now, because they're gonna be gone in the next week probably. So
a picture of them. Yeah, here I can share what they look like. Let me bring one up here. They look like. And here, let me just share my screen. That is what.
That's it. That's it.
That is what they look like.
Yeah, you see the sun on the back. I'll make you make you even bigger. See the sun on the back. You can see the framing.
Oh yeah.
And then,
so that's cool.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a solar flip mirror. That's pretty much what it is, but it does both. So there's no flipping of it, I don't think.
Right. So as you can see here, there is a neutral density filter already in here.
Okay.
So that's already set in there. And it says here the optical back focus is 114 millimeters, 114.4 millimeters.
44.
Yep. So, and this even these come with
right
is a 2-inch version, or there's a proper spacing, it looks like.
Yep.
Or a 1 1/4.
Ideally for visual or photography.
Yes, they do have some. They do have some that are strictly.
So that's 289 euro or pounds.
Yeah,
it's about
350. 389. Yeah, I think it is. I remember.
Okay.
About $400.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So let me just here a little bit.
I need to get one. I really want to try solar. It really.
I'd like to do that just with like a maybe I keep my Red Cat. Maybe I throw a freaking Herschel wedge on the back of it.
The wedge on it, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Because here you go. So you can get sunspots.
Now here's the thing, right? If you're in totality.
Yes.
What do you do?
That's
you're supposed to take the filter off, right?
I don't. Do you need
what do
to?
you do, John?
Do you need to with this? Even though it's it does have the ND filter, do you need to?
I don't know. I've never used a Herschel wedge.
That's a very good question. That's a fair question. So, but yeah. That's what they
to find out.
Yeah, I don't know that. Well, that's a question we could ask Alan Friedman on the 20th. So in 12 days. So
yeah, so these are pretty much strictly white light filters, and from what I've been reading, you must make sure you do not put any filters in the front of this guy.
This Dave Barnett.
Or else it'll burn up. Huh?
Dave Barnett said maybe he knows. I know he does a lot, but hey, Dave, with the Herschel wedge and totality, can you use it during totality? That would be a question.
Yeah.
Or is there you got to have another thing, Curious to see if anybody knows that answer to that question, because I certainly don't.
Yeah.
It needs
If you
to
want to
come
get
off.
me off of the,
It needs to
I
come
think
off.
you max.
So here's the thing with that. You probably.
Hey Dan, I think you got me still.
Oh,
maximized
I
on the
do.
screen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, there
And
you go.
so they do need to come off. So here's the issue with that. If you're using it for a totality, you really shouldn't with the Herschel wedge, because
So this is not.
you'll have to pull it off and put the camera in,
So
refocus.
this answers that question. This is not the best thing to use for the eclipse. It is best to use
For any other solar activity.
For
any other solar activity,
typical
absolutely.
regular solar, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, but for something like this, you would probably.
So can you incorporate? Can you incorporate other filters with the wedge, like the?
Yeah, but here's the thing: you're gonna have to. Oh, I don't know if I would. I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't know. I did hear something about you, but it would depend. You don't want it in front of the wedge. You would want it behind, so it gets. But I don't know if you can
before the camera.
Yeah, just before the camera.
So Gideon, you're basically using a white light solar filter with an ND filter in the front, and basically that's what you'll see. You'll see sunspots. You'll see the eclipse up to the point where there's no sun, and then you're gonna be no filter. Agreed. No filters should be used during totality, but that's the whole thing. If you're imaging through a Herschel wedge, you're gonna have to take the whole wedge out and refocus and do all that kind of. It's a big disaster. So by that time you're done. So you may as well just get you may as well you may as well just get one of these guys that you could rip off
on the front.
and I mean for like 15-20 bucks, you get this, and wraps around your scope, and if it rips, it's not really a big loss. It's just whatever. But Thousand Oaks filters are great. Yeah, absolutely. Will my image change? Yeah, because as far as I know, the Thousand Oaks filter gives it a yellow tinge to it. If I remember right, makes it look a little bit more realistic. Maybe Dave could jump in on that with the Herschel wedge. I don't think I think the Herschel wedge is just an ND filter, so you're just seeing a more black and whitish image, like a white light filter does, not like a Thousand Oaks where it has that yellow tinge to it. Now, now with these Daystar ones, these Mylar films are treated so it gives you a little bit of a off yellow tinge to it as well. So, but I don't think the ND filters are treated that way to give that light kind of spectrum. And if anybody wants to buy a Focus Cube 2, I have one left. so I got the 3s, but I have 1 2 left over. But yep. Anyway, so it's almost about 9:30. So we did image of the week. We got to do the giveaway, right? We got to do the giveaway real quick.
Yep.
Of course, yeah. Shameless plug. I mean, I'm just trying to get rid of this last Focus Cube 2 that I have. It's sitting lonely on a shelf. I'll even give a little discount on it since the 3s are out. So, let's see. What is it? I gotta go on to the Masters of Pix Insight giveaway. There we go. Rock and roll. Let's see. Layers. I wish I could.
Well, we are going to have Alan Freeman on Gideon
on the
to
20th.
talk, on the 20th to talk solar. And so just an FYI, and that's in 2 weeks.
12 days. 12 days away. A week from a week? No. Yeah, a week from Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So all right, here we go. You ready for the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway for the Masters of Pix Insight class. And this is for another free. Who won last? Last week was Michael Gibbs. Michael Gibbs won last week. And we are going to be doing another one right now. So here we go. Masters of Pix Insight class. To brush up on your Pix Insight workflows. Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Ain't going to be Dave. It just passed him.
Going to be.
It never is.
Scott Schneider. Let me write down Mr. Scott. All right, Scott. I'll send you an email with your free Masters of Pix Insight workshop, and Peter Prue will get back to you on how to redeem it. So, Schneider.
I'm actually thinking. I have a white light filter, I believe, for the FLT91. I'll double check it. I'm thinking I may actually take the AVX outside tomorrow.
Yep.
Because after the storm clears, we should be pretty cloud free for over the weekend. So this will give me maybe an opportunity to at least start practicing.
Yeah, I got to start practicing. I think we're going to try the solar one. I mean,
okay. Let me know how it works out.
You know what I do, and then what's the worst? I use it for the eclipse, and I could sell it used for like $30 less.
Yep. Hold on. Let me see something here. Alexa, turn on the astronomy tower.
Uh-oh.
What are we doing here?
The tower.
The Tower of Power.
Tower
calls it.
Here we are.
The tower.
So now I got to remember to hook this up. You want to definitely get one of these guys or something similar. If you don't have one, this was an.
The solar. Yep.
Yeah. So
what is that?
That's a solar finder.
A solar finder. It's a solar finder.
Oh, the finder. Okay.
Yep. So this side goes towards the sun. That side, you will basically look through to make sure.
So kind of like the wedge does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, gotcha.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
So I have that, and I need to double check filters. And like I said, I may take the AVX with the FLT out. I'm probably going to. I don't know. I'm trying to think here. With this being solar, I probably won't need the flattener. So I can probably I may just need to take the reducer off and just set it up with just this rotor lock and give it a go with the diagonal and see how it goes.
That's a good point, Dave. I think we did speak a little bit about it before, but yeah, make sure if you're doing any imaging with the sun, if you have any visual finder scopes on there, please take them off and don't mistakenly burn your eye out unless you have a small 50 millimeter protection over the front or whatever it is for your finder. But take them off. You won't need them. Don't use reducer. Must resist. No reducers. No reducers. No reducers. No zip ties.
Yep.
No zip ties. Well, I don't know about the zip ties.
I just use.
Yeah.
I only use zip ties with the Alex stuff to kind of get it tight, but I don't put them on my wires.
So with doing solar. With a refractor, at least with this triplet, I really wouldn't need a reducer or the field flattener, right? I would just use it basically native. I would basically use it natively.
For solar? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I would take, so I would just take these and the reducer off and just set it up at F5.9 and
That's it.
and just go.
As fast a video speed you can do it.
I'm really curious to see how this solar quest actually works, because everyone's talking about polar aligning during the day and all this kind of stuff. I said, do I need to? Do I need to do anything with this at all? I think it just points to the sun, right? I don't know how it knows.
See, with that, with yours, yes, all you need to do is just point it. Is just basic, because it will find it. I think it's supposed to.
Yeah,
know.
I gotta turn it on and figure it out and kind of play around with it. But let's see if I can.
Oh, that's that mount. Yeah.
Yeah, the Skywatcher, the Solar Quest. It's like an AZ, like the old AZGTI.
You probably just have to get it close to pointed north, and that's it. And I don't think you have to be dead on. You probably just have to be get it as close to pointing north as you can, and it'll do the rest.
Looking at the Skywatcher USA Solar Quest. Here we go. So here it is, and you can see, again, it's like the AZGTI kind of thing. Remember the old?
Because it's like an alt-az, right?
Yeah, it's all alt-az.
So that's typically with an alt-az, just get it pointed north. And
8-way joystick for centering the sun.
That's cool.
Built-in GPS, and it's a heliofine solar founder, so it automatically levels, calculates the azimuth and altitude of the sun with a single push of a button. Once self-aligned, the mountain locates and tracks the sun for hours at a time. Great for eclipse chasers, educators. I think I'm just gonna buy it for myself. It's only $530. I mean,
yeah, it's not
much. It's like less than my filters.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Less than one of my filters. But all right, fellas. So what's up?
I was looking here. DB, someone was saying something about a Max. There is a daytime polar alignment app for your
phone. There is. I've seen it, but I've never used it. I don't really need to do anything, but I don't do anything during the day anyway. I don't even play golf anymore. I just work. I just work. My golf clubs have been in storage for a year.
Wow.
I haven't played at all.
That's not good, Dan.
No kidding. Because you know what? I got nobody to play with anymore. Everybody moved.
Well, you have to come down this way. We'll play.
There you go. Yeah, as long as you don't mind me taking up some veal cutlets.
Don't mind. I do not mind.
See, you know what? The problem with playing with people, I used to play with a scratch golfer and I quit because you know what? It just made me feel so much worse than what I really was. Because
well, I'm far from scratch, so you don't have to worry about that. But I mean,
cool. So we'll have a cigar, we'll have a drink.
I play pretty well, but I'm not that well.
This guy was 71 to 75.
I shoot in the high 70s, low 80s, but I will still have blow up the holes here.
Forget that. I'm in the hundreds. I'm in the 110s, 120s.
That's why I'm in the not 120, but I'm in the 108 to 115 area.
No problem. I play with guys like that all the time, and I still have fun.
And then I'll literally have like 1 or 2 holes where I'll be like birdie par, and I'll be like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah, you're like success.
I only suck 16 out of 18 holes. There you go.
The worst thing you could do is like par birdie 18. Then you're like going, oh, I'm definitely back next week.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely back. And then you ended up with a snowman on one. You know. So sorry, we're golf talk. Sorry. so. But anyway, I mean, we got an early day tomorrow. We got stuff we got to do.
Yep.
So I think we should probably call it an early one for right now. And then tomorrow we got Gideon. Sorry, Gideon. We got Guido coming on tomorrow at 2:00. Following on the next Wednesday, we have George Helios from from New York.
Hocus
And
Pocus.
Hocus Focus, yeah. So
That's
I
gonna be
am
awesome.
psyched
Yeah.
to know about that, and I want to know why. And I hate to say this, I don't even know if I should bring up. Why do I have such a problem making that work sometimes? I have
I don't
such.
know. They just did an update, so
I haven't used it in a year, so I pushed everything back to the end.
I've been using it. I've been using it.
It's
Full time. And
definitely
they just
user error. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we'll find out Wednesday.
yeah.
Oh no, because I'm using it with the Schmidt. So
I'm just gonna ask him his best bets to make sure it kind of works right, all that kind of stuff, and maybe he could explain that tilt graph to us. That'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Yeah.
Hey Al, oh my God, I haven't seen Al in the longest time. How you doing, Al?
Al Need, wow, yeah.
I haven't seen that name pop up in a long time. Welcome back. If you were lurking in the background, I'm sorry. Say hi every once in a while.
Yeah.
He's a member on Patreon, I think. All right, fellas.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, don't forget.
Good show.
2:00 tomorrow. I'll start the music probably about 1:30, so you guys can hang out and have a drink before the show, and it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So I first timer Guido from Guido's Astro Forum, and hopefully he'll have the mic working, so we won't have the problem.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing a stupid headset.
Figure out your electronics.
I don't know what you know what I was playing with it before the show for like an hour, and I just let it on. Sometimes when you do that, I bet you if I turn it off and on again, everything will be fine. Kind of like Nina, just shut it down and turn it back up and reconnect everything. So, all right, everybody. Hey, final thoughts, anybody? Everybody, final thoughts?
No, just again, great show. Thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Hope everybody has a great weekend. Don't forget tomorrow, 1:00 Central, 2 Eastern. We got Guido, and don't forget if you're planning on Image of the Week, entering an Image of the Week, it should be up tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern.
And vote for Image of the Month.
Vote for Image of the Month.
Absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good pictures in there, so definitely go check it out. So everybody, have a great night, have a great weekend. We'll see everybody tomorrow at 2:00, and then we don't forget we got George on Wednesday, and then we got Alan Freeman the following Wednesday. So, and then it's gonna be awesome. I got to start building up more guests because I ran out, I think. So I got to get some more. So, everybody, have a great night. Take care. Again, have a great weekend. And remember, as always, to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you next time. See you tomorrow.
Peace out, everybody.
See you tomorrow.
Later.